Hi everyone, we're here at Solana Breakpoint in Abu Dhabi and I'm joined by Moti Cohen, who's the co-founder and CEO of Milo. Moti, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
So maybe we start with just telling me a little bit about Milo and the thesis behind you setting it up.
So Milo is an autonomous trading agent. Think about it like more like a digital asset manager. So the idea is to make the entire accessibility of information and execution layer available for anyone very easily. Imagining like the traditional asset managers, portfolio managers that was mostly reserved for the wealthy people, now can be accessible via AI and agents to anyone with a crypto wallet.
Amazing. And how do you see the convergence of that in future? Like how will AI and crypto continue to evolve?
So I think both of them obviously at the front of innovation and technology in general. And I think they're actually working very good together. On one hand, crypto is becoming the infrastructure for the internet capital market, which by definition means capital market at the speed of internet, which I think is a big innovation that allows many different assets, many different accessibility of capital to anyone out there in the world. And now AI as probably the most advanced or the biggest technology leap forward in terms of information, execution, and knowledge that can be accessible to anyone. Both of them together create fascinating opportunities for regular people out there to utilize power that used to be reserved to the ones that only had the wealthy and money behind.
And so with Milo, how does it actually work? So I will go into my wallet and there are autonomous agents that can trade. Say, if I have Solana, they will optimize yield on that?
So there's it's quite straightforward. Once you go to endmilo.com, our website, you can connect either your existing wallet or open a new wallet with your Gmail account. Not necessarily have to know crypto before that. So Milo is opening a new destination and designated wallet, which is custodial, which means private keys. This is your own wallet. And Milo have a permission starting to trade and find opportunities on your behalf. Behind the scene, we're connecting to multiple data sources and different DeFi protocols and make them easy and accessible. So the normie, the normal user that not necessarily understand yield or token X or token Y's or what they need to invest in, the idea is that Milo knows how to crunch vast amount of information, running technical analysis, social analysis, have algorithmic power for different trading strategy. And based on your risk profile, which you get just going to set what is your risk profile, what is your risk tolerance, what is the time frame you want to take as an investment, it will start to optimize not just yield based on staking, but actually active trading. It will look for the right opportunities, the right tokens from real world assets to X stocks, which is basics in stocks now, or different and crypto native tokens like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and obviously Zcash and others. And everything runs on Solana and without even the need to do anything specific. The user can always jump in, ask questions, participate, and kind of tune based on their own preferences. But the idea is that the same approach that used to be, like I said, in the traditional finance, an asset manager, that you're bringing somebody with the knowledge and knowledge of information and execution. You give them an access to the capital. You tell them a little bit about yourself and what your expectations are. And they, with their own kind of obviously background and all the capabilities, used to trying to do their best in order to optimize the yield for you, because this is their interest as well.
Yeah, and in this case, it just so happens that the advisor, asset manager, is an AI.
Fully autonomous AI.
Yeah. And how do you see these two worlds, I guess, coexisting, colliding together, the traditional asset management space and then the digital asset management world?
So I do believe that eventually, there's always like, when new technologies is getting into, let's say, a more traditional space, there's always kind of a tension between the two. But what I believe is actually because this is going to enlarge the size of the market. I mentioned before, for example, it used to be very much reserved for wealthy people to have that already have a certain amount of capital to actually have accessibility to these asset managers, because it was pricey, and obviously this is by definition created a threshold for that 95% of the population didn't have a chance to participate. Now, because of AI, because of Solana, because of on-chain activity, it will be accessible to anyone with a wallet and $100, for example. So that's by itself, thinking about it, enlarging dramatically the size of the market.
Game changer.
It is a game changer.
Yeah. I think what you're doing is so fascinating, and it really is a great example of financial inclusion in this space. So I just want to thank you so much for joining us today, Moti, and
Thank you very much.
sharing your vision with us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for having me. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure meeting you.